This is Wonder again with his second commentary. I'm here with Luke Tonker again.
Yo.
Basically, this was a CG tournament match where we played against Mythics, who are ranked third in Decerto. Us Validas, we're ranked fifth. And this is just a CTF on Highrise. The team who ends up winning this tournament gets a cash prize of about £400 or £500. I'm not exactly sure which the current figures are, but roughly that money. I'm just gonna go on, give a few people a few tips on this map just to try and help them out whilst they are flag running on this map, as I am a flag runner when I play CTF for my team. Anyways, we're gonna start with the tips now. So Tonka, what role do you take when you play for your team on CTF Highrise?
I play Assault, so I get in the high ground, so on this map, helipad and also the water tanker, which is in front of you now, above there, with FAMAS or whatever Assault. Try and get the high ground, cover the windows so I can stop people coming out and, kill them as they're coming out of the window, so you can keep them back in their spawn and you can just keep pulling flags either through the middle, green room, wherever you want to do it.
That's a very good point on this map. As you may be able to see later on in the game, you will notice how our team will be on the high ground, especially the helipad, as much as possible. You want to try and get your assault rifle players up there as much as possible, because they will be able to see the whole map. There's no point in me going up there with marathon and lightweight. I'm not going to be able to drop much. It'll take me about 7-8 bullets to drop a person. So getting a person up there with a FAMAS, they can easily just one bomb anybody across map, which enables me to just, as a flag runner, go across the edges of the map and pull flags easily. As you may have noticed just then, all of our players died. When all of your players dies in one of those situations, you want to try and get out of spawn as quickly as possible. You do not want a team to set up a spawn trap on you. If that has ever happened to you, I'm pretty sure the other team has managed to keep you penned in and pull a few flags. As you may have just noticed just there, one of our players timed out in this tournament match. Tonka, if one of your players timed out on this map and it was 3 versus 4 against the third best team on Decerto, what approach would your team take?
I think obviously the best approach to take when your player times out is for all of you to sit back in the spawn and just watch your flag until you can get your player back in. If you push out your spawn, there's trouble of them pulling even more flags, because you're more prone to getting shot if you run out of your spawn. But if you just stay back, watch your own flag, you can stop them pulling the flag so much. So basically you just want to keep staying back until your player comes back in the game, and then you can start pushing back as a team again.
Yeah, that's a very good point there. However, there are occasions where I would say maybe just pushing one out of your spawn may be necessary. As you see me here, I try to push out the spawn so I can give early call-outs to my teammates to let them know where they're coming. As you may have noticed, I just died on the ground. So I've given a call-out to one of my teammates that there's a guy coming on the ground, hence why Jack was just then pre-aiming it.
Yeah, and if you want to push out one player and get them call-outs early, it's always helpful for the people that are sitting back. But if you want to be extra safe, you just keep one player back, watch behind you, watch in front of you, just watch everywhere.
Yeah, just to point out there, Shane wasn't grenading Jack. There was a guy on the ground and he nearly killed Jack, but he didn't. The guy ended up killing him anyways. This is one of the unfortunate circumstances which sometimes does happen on Modern Warfare 2. It's happened to our team on a few occasions where a player times out. You can't end the game, you've just got to play on through it. As you see here, we're trying our best to defend our flag, but with 3 minutes defending it against the third best team in Europe, we were always bound to lose a couple flags. We ended up losing 3 at the moment, which is pretty good considering we've only got 3 players.
Yeah.
And hopefully our player will be able to come back in on the next side.
I think on their part, only pulling three 3 flags, was it? Or 2 flags?
Yeah, the 3 flags in 3 minutes.
Yeah, only 3 flags in 3 minutes is quite... they didn't really seize the opportunity of you not having, 4 players, which, they could have pulled 4, 5, 6 flags quite easily. But luckily,
Which they
they did.
Which they
Yeah,
should
yeah.
have easily been able to pull, in my opinion. That's what they should have done. But as you may have just noticed there, United reconnected to the game, which has given us a chance of getting back into this now. Now you're going to see what I was talking about on the other side. If you look on the radar, you will notice that we generally will have someone helipad basically every single time. You notice me just doing a lot of running. There's no point in me running through the middle of the map with a UMP. I know it sounds obvious to a lot of people, but with marathon and lightweight, not even with stopping power, there's no point in me running through the middle, because if I do, I would just get picked off, especially if we don't have 4 of their players dead. Like right now, we had 4 players dead, so Shane seized upon the opportunity to grab one of their flags and cap it. If this was your team in this situation, Tonka, right now, and you managed to pull 1 flag back, would one of your players, because generally most teams have 2 assault rifles, would one
Yeah.
of your assault rifles change to an SMG to get more aggressive, or would you just keep it the same and just try and keep on pushing the way you're pushing currently, or
Lo-
not?
Yeah, I think definitely keeping the setup the same is the best thing to do, because if you're pulling flags with 2 assaults, 2 SMGs, it's working well. You're obviously doing the right thing. So don't put your heads down as a team. Just keep going, and you should be able to pull it back if you work well as a team. Just keep that high ground and keep pushing up.
As Tonka just said there, which is really important, like putting your head down. You should always, even when you go behind in matches, you should never like think that it's over. You've always got a chance of getting back into the game, regardless of this. Well, maybe not regardless of the scoreline, but a scoreline which is 3-1 is easy. You're easily able to come back from that. So you should always be encouraging your teammates and like helping them out with offering support fire and giving good call outs. Another thing which you may notice is if you look just near the top left of the screen, you constantly see that the members in our team are talking. That is the key thing when playing Modern Warfare 2 and most games online. You need to keep the communication up at all times. There's no point in one person going quiet at any stage, because everybody in the team spots different things. Even if you're going 3 to like 105, even if you're that negative, you should still be calling things out, because it doesn't matter if you're doing bad, your team has still got a chance of winning the game. And
Yep.
as you may see here, I'm about to cap another flag, and we're back in the game right now.
As they say at Asda, every little helps with the call outs, and yeah.
Tonka with the slogans, eh? Got little jokes.
Yeah.
Loving it. In this situation, with the scoreline being 3-3 now, would your team just carry on pushing, or would you decide to go a little bit more neutral and just like try and set up more and not get so desperate? Because as you may have seen from this video, I'm just pulling flags like a madman.
Yeah.
So what would your team do?
Well, I think some teams, when they get the tie, they maybe want to go for the replay, so they'd be a bit more defensive and maybe hold back all the players and just defend their own flag. But I feel if you've come down from a 3-1, you're losing 3-1 and you've brought it back to 3-3, you're playing well, you should just keep pushing for that final flag and try and win the game.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Because you just noticed that I was sitting back a little bit, and they managed to come in and pull a flag. You're going to see some good clutch play from me right now, as they're nearly about to cap our flag. And as you saw there, me knifing, I play on default, not tactical, which is always handy when you get close up. You can always knife people. See me there just picking up the nice 3-piece, grabbing their flag. We're going to get the return, and then hopefully I am able to cap the flag. As Shane lobs a grenade at one of the spawn windows, which knowing the spawns is also very good. Picks up a double kill, 4 dead, and we've just come back from dead basically in this game.
Amazing comeback.
Yeah, it is. I would just like to wrap up this commentary, as they have 15 seconds to pull the flag, which we don't let them do. If you wanna hear more videos, just subscribe to my channel, leave comments on what maps you would like to see, and check out Decerto.net. Decerto.net. I would like to thank Tonka for commentating with me yet again,
No problem.
and we'll see you again soon.